Going.
Already, every day, born ready. Hey!
Oh, my.
Happy birthday, Brennan!
Happy birthday, Brennan Coleman. Happy birthday. 17
You'll
years
never
old.
watch this, but
I texted him this morning at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
And he answered me back.
He was already in school.
I know, he broke all the rules.
Yes, January 11th, 2023, Canonsburg UP Church. Pastor Don with the esteemed Kenton Clink.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, Judy.
Oh, Judy.
My friend that watches every
Okay.
week from Bethel. They came here.
Also, happy birthday to Xavier Trisvan.
Oh,
also
Xavier's
his birthday today. Yeah. Yeah.
All
I think
right.
on Facebook, I think I got some kind of notifications that
I
there's
didn't get
5
that.
people.
Oh.
But I never double checked who all it was.
Well, it was just Judy that I knew today.
Yeah.
Brennan's not on
Brennan's
Facebook.
not on Facebook. He'll probably never see this video. But
no, unless we tell him that we talked to him about him in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then he'll watch the first 5 minutes.
maybe you go watch it on YouTube. Maybe. We'll see.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
I mean, a boy who wants to go and see Avatar in 4D or 3D.
I don't know what's costs more.
I don't think it makes a difference.
4D just means they squirt you with water or something like that. That's what. There's no such thing as 4D. They call it 4D. But what's the fourth dimension?
That's a Twilight
Time.
Zone. That's a Twilight
Time.
Zone.
Yeah. I mean, you go to some amusement parks and they claim 4D.
Yeah.
They just do stuff. Yeah.
They
but
just
it won't
do
be
stuff.
Yeah,
Do stuff?
Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, 3D is a waste in my mind. Ugh. It's never as good.
Well,
I don't like 3D.
3D? Oh, no.
Costs more, and I don't think the experience is as good.
It isn't. You know, when they can bring 3D in on the TV in your house, then we'll talk about it.
You got to wear glasses.
It'll happen.
If you got to wear glasses for something, no thanks.
No, I mean without the glasses.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking without the glasses.
Yeah.
When that happens, because I would like to live long enough that what's it called? Just like they're in front of you, but they're not.
Beam? Holograms.
Holograms, yeah.
Well,
would be
you
cool.
can get the effect of a hologram now, lots of different
Well,
ways.
you know, not so many people like me, like my age, use FaceTiming either. They don't care for.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, where you can talk
Are
to each
you
other.
sure?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's
I
nobody.
know lots of people.
Oh, see, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Or I would FaceTime. I mean, you really don't want to see me in my
You
home.
can't technically FaceTime. That's the problem.
Yes, I can.
Not FaceTime, because that is an Apple.
I have it. Oh no.
No,
Okay, it's not FaceTime.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's an app for it.
Yes, there are apps that you can do video conferencing. Yeah. But FaceTime it's like Kleenex.
Kleenex?
Kleenex. You know, it's a type of facial tissue.
Oh, I see.
People call it
Kleenex.
all Kleenex, but it's not all Kleenex, right?
Well, I'm calling it all
Puffs and-
FaceTime. Okay, don't
Exactly.
complicate. I'm very bad with technical stuff.
I understand. Anyway.
You know, I'm very bad.
Speaking of which, I've got something for you I forgot in my office.
Aw.
Yeah.
A piece of apple pie.
No.
No, he baked apple pie last night.
I did.
I was wondering why he's chopping up all these apples like a wild man.
Yeah.
And he wasn't bloody either. But,
Got all my fingers.
yeah, you were just chopping away though, man. Chopping and chatting.
They're pretty good.
Chopping and chatting. I like that.
Is that a new idea of a show?
Yeah, and I'm thinking, you know what? I was thinking about the new name for our show.
Okay.
This little thing.
All right.
It's called The View from the Bench.
The View from the Bench. We would have to sit on the bench to
Well,
do
no,
that.
they know I'm the piano player.
Okay. The View from the Bench.
Yeah, the view from the
Your
bench.
view from the bench.
My view from the bench, your view from the bench, our view from the bench, view from the bench.
View from the bench.
Yeah. I mean, if it works for ABC, it can work for CUP.
Oh, is that what they call?
The View.
Oh, The View.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I
Started by
Barbara Walters.
Barbara Walters,
Poor Barbara.
who just passed away.
Yeah, shame.
Yeah.
It's a real shame. Something happened with airplanes today, too.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that I was not traveling.
And I'm glad you
or
weren't
planning to travel.
either. Yeah, me too.
Because if you were traveling at all in the U.S. between
morning.
8 and 9 a.m., you weren't traveling by plane.
In fact, the rest of the day is going to be all.
Oh, it's going to be, Ooh.
Yeah. I'm glad.
For those of you that were traveling,
Yes,
all
so
the
sorry.
people that are, I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. All tens of you.
You heard of what it was, right?
No.
It was a computer issue
Well,
with the FAA. So
course.
they couldn't verify.
With the FAA
So the FAA could not verify the planes.
being in the air, or just
Yeah. So basically, I believe it was like a security issue. So if you've got flight number 7235 inbound from Honolulu, and that's what you claim. Well, we can't verify that you're supposed to be here. So you could be something else. So it's all those sci-fi movies when they take the different call sign and they sneak in to the enemy base to do. That's what they could have done.
That's not what happened on Manifest.
I never saw that.
Manifest is a series.
I know.
Dude, you
Never
should
seen
watch that. It's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you have to like airplanes. Then there's a movie coming out called The Plane.
Yes, starring. What's
I
his
can't remember.
name? Yes, I just saw a preview for that.
Yeah, me too. It looks good.
Yeah, so he is a pilot,
But who was it?
and it's on the tip of my
Looks
tongue.
good, yeah.
Somebody in the comments, Kathy is commenting right now. I
Hi,
can't see
Kathy.
it, but the name of that, I want to say Gerard Depardieu. I know it's not him.
No, it's not
It's
him.
not. But he's French.
I know.
yeah.
No, really?
Yeah. I think he's
see.
still alive. Anyway,
I think he's still alive,
I think it
too.
starts with a G. I don't know why I'm thinking
G?
G. Yeah. Anyway,
George?
no,
Gary?
no.
Gloria?
I think it's his last name.
Oh.
So pilot who I guess was ex-military, but they're taking a fugitive, or someone who's been arrested for a crime. And the two of them, once they have to not crash land, but emergency land this plane in a bad war zone.
Oh,
then
yeah.
they have to get back the passengers from some
And then they're all going to
warring
leave on the
faction.
plane.
And they're going to leave on the plane. That's the movie.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten all of it in one. I've seen one preview.
Excuse me, well, you're right.
Yeah.
But what do you think is going to happen in Avatar tonight?
There's going to be some water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of water.
Beyond that, I really don't know.
I don't either. And what about the Tree
It's
of
been
Life?
35 years since.
What about the
It's
Tree
been
of
an
Life?
an entire century since the first one came out.
It
I
hasn't
don't
been
even
35
remember.
Years. It has not. It hasn't
Feels
been 10.
like it.
Well, only because it's been on TV
Oh
so
my
much.
goodness.
That's all.
We kept getting. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. It's like, you know what it was like.
Titanic.
Oh no! Don't get me started with Titanic. No, it's like these church renovations. Hey, you know what? We're gonna do this
I
thing,
know it.
and we got to keep pushing it back for this. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not that bad. Trust me.
No,
it won't be 10 years before this is complete.
I don't know. You're kind of slow.
We actually got some great stuff. Might as well throw that in there, right?
Got what?
Got some great stuff that has been completed.
Oh, yeah.
And in the process.
Yeah.
Got some other stuff that's still slowly working its way.
Yeah.
Really, nothing has happened over here yet, but we're getting bids
Counting
and
down the
plans and stuff in place.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you, Dawn?
Yes.
Dawn, are you?
100%.
Okay.
But next door.
Uh-huh. That would be in the education building.
Let's see. We have a total of, 10 restrooms of varying varieties. Some are public. Some are like the restroom for a couple of daycare classrooms for kids and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that a couple of staff office bathrooms.
Yeah.
But anyway, all but 2 of the restrooms, bathrooms in that building have been updated.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Great.
It's awesome.
What's the last 2, these ones up here?
Yeah, upstairs. They're the most used and most used by the daycare, and so we have to coordinate that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But new flooring, new fixtures,
Oh, good.
New walls. It's
Those
great.
bathrooms actually are just about probably 93. So 30 years
When they were
old.
renovated, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
The last
The
time.
basement ones are probably original of the building.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, the ones that were down by the daycare.
In the basement, yeah.
Well,
all
no,
the
by
way.
the daycare.
Oh, the main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think those were original?
Oh, I know they were, yeah.
I'll tell you, it's a world. And I've told this to other people before, but my dad, I remember distinctly, his big thing when we would go try out a restaurant for the first time is to see the bathrooms. He would intentionally go into the bathrooms. And he left restaurants because of the state of the bathroom.
Now, I'm not surprised by that. And it brings a whole nother deeper understanding to some of your behavior.
Yes.
I just sometimes over the weirdest stuff you
I
get.
think it's important to have a clean bathroom.
Well, no. Not that that's weird.
No, I hope not. But
It was just like carrying the cat through the kitchen line.
You don't put cat. You don't lift up your cat and carry it around the kitchen when food's being prepared.
Well, at least you don't put him down beside the food.
Yes. Anyway, but I am really excited. We just had somebody. We had somebody stop in who hadn't been here in a little while.
Oh,
And they wow, the bathrooms.
great.
I think that's important.
Well, it is important because I go home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that says something. Hey, we care about people's experiences in all facets, and we want to put.
Now, for those of you who just go on YouTube and look for Canonsburg UP, you'll see that we share that whole line of videos with commodes.
Oh goodness! Don't get me started. Yes, there is some person out there
I'm taking pictures of commodes.
who yes does this, and somehow our very first. You could find our church. You could Google or at least look it up on YouTube, and somebody was doing a quick little video of a bathroom in here.
So just to be
super weird.
Just to be clear, we're on YouTube TV, not just YouTube.
No, YouTube. That was YouTube. Yeah, it wasn't YouTube TV.
No, I know, but we are with the.
No. It was YouTube TV is a whole separate.
No, I know that, but we are on
YouTube. We're on YouTube.
No,
We have a channel on YouTube. That's what. Yeah, we're on Facebook.
Well,
we're live to Facebook right now. We will later be shown on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a page on YouTube and Facebook.
How? Oh, on Facebook it's live.
That's where we're live right now on Facebook.
But on Sunday morning,
on Sunday morning we are live. We are simulcast. Remember that word?
Simulcast. Oh yes, I do.
Simultaneously broadcasting. Simulcast.
Okay.
On Facebook and YouTube. Yes.
Well, why can we do that on Sunday mornings and not now?
Well,
we're not using the.
Ding.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't you ding?
I'm sure there's some way. We're going to create a new studio, I guess. Is that so we could do that?
No.
The view from the bench. We're going to take the bench and put it up in the.
This is where he is this week.
If off-screen producer Al wants to, avail himself of all the technology of our campus, we could do that.
Well, I wouldn't want him running around here like a fool.
I agree.
And we'd have to start to pay him. It's only right.
I think, yes, he'll get paid.
It's only right. I mean, and we talked about Lum Electric last week enough that they should have paid us.
I don't think Jim needs advertisement.
No, I know he doesn't.
I don't think so.
Speaking of advertisement, I must tell you.
We need to advertise somebody else. Go ahead.
I must tell you.
Yep.
This is not advertisement, but the cleanup from the fire is
not good.
Oh, it's so close to done.
Oh, okay.
It's days.
Awesome.
Yeah, you cannot tell there was a fire.
Good.
Yeah,
that's what it should be.
And it looks better than before the fire.
Yeah.
When
you get things renovated.
And that big fire in Canonsburg last night.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I'm praying for that family.
Yeah, too bad. And they really don't know how that started yet.
No.
Outside the house, they're guessing. Yeah. And then spread inside. They said, from what I was picking up last night and what I could see, they were working on the garage side of the house. And I don't know why. And then there was some news that it started as a garage fire. Well, then they're retracting that now. And
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have actually one of our members who works with the woman who. Yeah.
Oh well, she works in Solon's pharmacy. And the reason why I know that because I went to Solon's last night. That's how I knew there was a fire in the first place. So on my way to your house, I went to Solon's first.
Yeah.
And I went down Cecil Street.
Yeah.
And
that's not the that's not the connection that I was aware of. So maybe there's multiple people in that house that work with different. Anyway.
Maybe, but a nice girl. We always talk about church actually when I go in there.
Nice.
Yeah. She's a grandma too. I say girl, but she's a grandma.
Yeah.
I forget how old I am sometimes.
I don't.
I know you don't. That's not very nice.
You got a birthday coming up too, don't you?
A long time yet, okay? Just January.
March?
Yes.
Wow.
What you getting me?
Well, same thing I got you last year.
Nothing.
Nothing, honey.
Oh, boy. Well, I know that we've been chatting about pianos.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
You want me to get you a piano?
Not this.
Good, because you've already got one. You got one for your house. You got one here. You got a nice one in the,
choir room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could get one for downstairs, maybe. But,
I'm thinking that's.
yeah. But the one on downstairs
this piano.
has a placard on it.
What's the name? Do you know?
Don't touch without authorization
permission.
of the trustees.
Well, it's true. How do you think all those keys got ripped off there?
The trustees ripped them off?
No.
Somebody was complaining about
Children.
Children?
Children.
I got to tell you, in all of my life, I have never witnessed a child doing anything other than playing a piano.
Okay, well.
Although I did hear, I've got an extended family story.
Okay.
There is a young extended family member, again, none of my kids, who was being babysat or spending time with their grandparent. Their grandparent was a proficient pianist and had a small, I can't remember if it was an upright or a spinet in their home. Well, this child, who is now 20, deposited coins.
Oh my.
In between.
Oh my.
The keys.
Oh, in between the keys.
In between the keys.
That's a service call.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know that it was ever fixed properly.
I mean, our friend could fix that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, take every key off. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But that is the absolute worst thing I've ever witnessed a child, and it was only by hearing about it.
Well, let put this: when that piano started its life downstairs, it had all the ivories on it.
I would expect so.
Yeah. So it's been there, I guess, 30 years.
Is that what?
Yeah. So I know that somewhere there's a gold key for this one to lock it.
A gold
key. It's a big one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. My kids, one of my children mainly, will sit down and play this.
Yes, you will.
In after a service
yes,
or
you
whatnot.
Will.
But other than playing loudly,
yeah, that's all.
That is the. I've never seen kids other than play them, so I don't know if you need a sign on
it. Evidently they must. 30 years
Someone
ago,
decided they did.
Well, you know what? Years and years ago, I mean, like in the late 70s, early 80s,
miles.
They put money into that piano to have it refurbished.
Like my extended family member, they put money into the piano?
No. The church spent money.
Yes, spent money to have it refurbished.
Yeah.
It looks, I will say this, it looks
on
like
the inside, not on the outside. Yeah. On the inside, not on the outside.
It definitely doesn't look like it on the outside, but it definitely looks like it's been around.
Yeah, well, it has.
It is. Was it ever in the sanctuary?
It was. That was what I played.
That was what was up here. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Much better.
Oh,
much better.
And it's not going to come any better than that. And that's what we've been talking about. That. Not this piano. Just
it can come bigger.
Well, yeah, but it suits this. It's just.
No, I'm not. I'm not making any.
I wish I had it.
You wish you had it in your house?
Yeah.
Can
we switch it?
Could we switch it?
I wouldn't. I couldn't do that. You know why?
It wouldn't fit.
Oh, it would fit.
Yeah.
Well, mine's about the same size.
Is it?
Maybe a little bigger.
You taught me something, or at least introduced me to something. I had no idea the many different sizes.
There are.
Many. I always thought, there's a spinet, there's a upright, there's a baby grand and a grand. But within that.
Yeah.
Like A9.
There's that is petite.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, they're out there.
And they're different, like any,
Yeah. Well, your piano would play better in your house if, number one, it was on a piece of carpet, and number two, it wasn't on over the cold air return register.
It isn't really. It's just a very sliver of it is sitting there. Yeah.
Okay. Because you know how mine echoes in my house like yours does.
Yeah. Ours is also a half of a.
Well,
It
you
is
have
tuned
a
to itself a half a step.
lower than the rest of life. Well, that's what happens when a piano ages.
Sure, yeah.
You can't just tighten its strings.
Well, it was
kind of like
free
people.
from friends of ours who had gotten it themselves free and were getting given another one.
Oh,
So when we came here, we'd never had a piano in our lives.
Oh, really?
In our home, yeah, yeah.
so when you got that while you were in Ohio?
As we came here, no,
Oh.
we got it as we moved here.
Okay. How
Yep.
nice.
Yeah,
So you brought it to Washington.
yeah. It sat in the basement in Washington.
Yeah.
and then the
Came in the
first
house.
real place it's been
Yeah.
is right there. And
Well, that's
as you
great.
Walk into our
That's great. I mean, there's on the internet there's piano free if you haul.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
we paid more getting it here than we did for it.
Sure.
We've paid more to have it.
That's at my recommendation too.
Than we.
Just remember, when you can't tune your guitar to that piano, it's not happening.
Oh, I could.
I mean, we could.
Shouldn't.
Like if we wanted to rehearse at your house,
Yeah.
we would have to retune your guitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is retuning our voices.
It'd be lower.
Practicing at a pitch.
True, exactly.
It would feel so weird.
True.
Yeah.
True.
No, I think it just does its own thing.
And like I say, I couldn't ask for anything nicer to be right here.
Good.
Really.
I'm glad you're not going to.
Well, I'm not, but we got to worry about the one downstairs.
Yes, I think it
Why
would be
don't
a
we
great
get that
idea.
bought before the renovation? Or as they're doing downstairs. Let's go buy it.
Okay. By the way, did you catch my email on Friday?
I'm sure I did.
So the email to the leaders about saying yes.
Yes.
Did you catch that?
Yes. And
Yeah.
it's so funny
Yep.
because in the old hymn books, when
Yes, Lord, yes. That's a hymn.
yes,
Not that one.
no,
Go ahead. In the old hymn books.
in the old hymn book, glued on the inside of the cover
Right.
was a little
Diddy.
Christmas thing.
Oh, Christmas.
Yes, He is God. Yes, Jesus, the answer, the way. A terrible song.
Okay. I've never heard it.
Terrible song.
I'm glad we have what we have instead in there.
Yes, I'm glad we have that too.
Yeah.
It went along with a cantata that the music department didn't pick. The pastor did.
Oh.
Wait.
The
pastor
pastor
did.
picked a cantata.
Yeah.
And then forced it in.
Oh.
By the way, this is the only church that I have ever seen that is done, and I can see it is not without precedent, to physically add in a song into a hymn book after the fact.
Oh, really?
I've never seen that done
That's
before.
all we've ever done.
Well, I know, that's funny. This church has.
Huh.
Just literally, we're gonna photocopy, we're gonna Xerox it off, or before that, mimeograph it off, and then we're gonna glue it. I bet rubber stamp or rubber.
Well, you
rubber
know what
cement
we
probably
used to do is that when Dave Mayo was here,
You would print out song sheets throughout the week.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and insert it in the bulletin.
Yep.
Be the insert. That's how I learned "To God Be the Glory" in the key of G, and then move it to
Oh,
A flat.
nice.
Yeah, that's where it's in my head now. I don't need the music for that. At least up to this point, I don't need the music for that.
You can only imagine what's going to happen in the future.
I can only imagine. Now let's get around to your sermon on Sunday.
Okay, all right.
You brought up a good point about.
Thank you. That can we like put a high? You know what? When this gets like an image, I want it actually like a GIF where it just says, "You brought up a good point." I just want that.
Okay, wait. Then here it is for the second time
Okay.
around. Okay, just for you, Dawn. You know, on Sunday, Dawn,
Yes.
you brought up a good point in your
Ooh,
sermon.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Would you like to know what I think it was?
Sure, go ahead.
The intimate relationship that we should have with God.
Yes.
I think that many times people don't even realize the intimacy is available to them as a real life touch and believe love that they have from God the Father and God the Son and God the Holy Spirit. They don't have any connection to that in their day-to-day existence. And if they did, if they thought of God as somebody they loved like a child or a spouse or a mother or a father, if they thought of them in that respect times 10 or a million or whatever, that they would have a much more fruitful relationship with Him, with His Word, and wherever they attend church.
Yeah.
I think there would be more peace in their lives. And also, they would realize their need for communication with that friend.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to what you're saying there about believing it's available.
Yeah.
I think
I could say I love you, Dawn, but he doesn't have to believe me.
Yeah.
That's faith, though.
Yes. What I was going to say is that, if I don't play the lottery, I just don't.
Did anybody hit last night?
I have no idea. I don't play the lottery. You know why?
Why?
I don't believe I will win.
Okay.
Right? Now, I know there's a chance.
Yeah.
I understand the math.
Yeah.
Which, because I understand the math, I believe that I won't win.
Okay.
So I'm not paying. I'm not handing over that $1, $5. I don't even know how much
agree,
it is,
but
right?
whenever the amount is what it is now, oh my goodness gracious.
Sure. But here's my.
Because if I won that kind of money, you would never have to work again.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm assuming that would be.
Of course, 100%. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, going back to yes, yeah. So the reason I say that is because it's like that with what you're saying. I have to believe that God actually wants a relationship with me, or I'm not going to do anything to seek that out. Right. If I don't believe that God has any interest in me any more than I do with an ant, then I'm not going to bother to do anything to encourage that relationship. I'm not going to bother to put myself in God's presence. I'm not going to be thinking about, I'm not going to do anything. But once I believe that is actually a possibility and a desire on God's part, then the door opens up. Right?
Yeah.
I don't believe I'm going to win, so I'm not going to bother to play the lottery. But as soon as I buy a ticket, actually the chance of the possibility opens up that I could.
Right.
I think the lottery is not nearly as high of a chance of God's.
You have a better chance with God.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, I have 100% chance with God.
Yeah. You do that's exactly right. Yeah. You may think, why would God pay attention to anybody like me? Mm-hmm. Okay, and even though some of those viewers may think, well, of course He's paying attention to you, Kenton, and you, Don, because you're doing His work. That's not what it's about.
No,
this is joy.
Yeah, nothing.
It's supposed to be joy anyhow, but this is joy.
Sure, yeah, joy.
And it's joy in the knowledge that we just shared with you. And it's just important that people come around to see that again in society right now. We've talked about this, but there are still too many people with their head in the sand, and they're content to stay there, and rather than get back up and join the living.
I don't know if I honestly don't think people are content.
Okay, content?
Yeah, I don't think it's content.
I don't think they're frustrated either.
Yeah, I think.
We can talk about the joy of the Lord.
Yeah,
and the benefits of leading a Christian life, and all of those benefits are listed in that great book that He left us to use. I'm reading a book right now. Based on the 10 Commandments, and it's the 10 offenses we've committed as a nation.
Wow!
And
okay.
one of them is taking the 10 Commandments out of public places.
Okay.
And whether or not we were truly a nation born with the fundamentals of Christianity, even interwoven with what they needed to survive as a society. The 10 Commandments are there. If you read the Mayflower Compact, if you the Massachusetts Bay Agreement, the beginning of the Constitution. It's all based on biblical principles. And they're looking for biblical principles in every step that they made through that. It was probably why we have existed as a democracy longer than any other democracy has so far. They included God in the beginning.
Yeah.
And we need to include God now. As a people, we need to include God now. I'm not saying as a government or anything else. Yeah. As people, we need to include God all the time. All the time. Because without it, there's no hope.
Yeah.
No personal hope.
Yeah.
For tomorrow.
I mean,
Am I making points here?
Yeah.
But the intimacy that you brought up on Sunday, it just struck a chord with me in that's very true. People don't realize that even though we can't touch God, we can feel Him. I mean, sometimes you've been in a place, I know I have been, where you could say the Spirit of the Holy Spirit was tangible in that place. And that's an example of...
Of course, what does Jesus say? You know,
it's always
no, it shouldn't be. It's a parable / teaching. It's not really a parable, but you know, the two men who find their way towards God at the end, and one of them he says, you know, welcome. The other one he says, take a hike. And the one you said, you know, where were you when?
Oh yeah.
You know,
or
when you did to the least of these.
Well, the story that you told, in your email, I think it was.
Oh yeah. When the leper comes,
right,
and says, if you're willing, heal me, and Jesus basically goes, what the what?
No, the one about the guy in the storm, and
when I was that was you and I.
Oh, was
it?
You
and I talking. Yeah,
here last week.
Yeah, I've mentioned it in sermons too.
Oh,
before.
okay.
Yeah,
but it's so true. God did knock on your door to help you. Yeah.
Well, what I was going with that is that we actually do encounter God in our encounters with each other.
Yep.
And we can reach out and touch. It's actually one of them, and I know I've gotten over the years pushback about this from some people who aren't touchy-feely people. Some people just don't like, and I get that.
I get it too.
But I think there's something profoundly important about reaching out and taking a hand of someone else, you know, and being able to recognize, you know, exactly. I actually, when I meet with couples for pre-marriage,
make them hold hands.
There's a time that we do that, and
nice.
It has to do with communication, and it's the power of touch.
It's a big power.
It is a profound. It changes the temperature in the room, in the moment. It's like the difference between talking like this and talking like this.
Yeah.
Eye contact.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so intimate it actually can be uncomfortable, which is why we look away. You ever been in a conversation with someone, you're like, they keep looking at me, I need to look away.
Well, I look away.
Yeah.
But yeah,
anyway.
But the tangible part of it. And remember that when sometimes even in church when we do hello to each other on Sunday morning and we shake hands or we hug or however it is we show our affections for each other, that is the tangibility of God's
100%.
love.
100%.
That is it. We are here gathered.
Yeah, we've had different conversations about whether that belongs or it doesn't belong, but I got to tell you, it's one of those things that when it doesn't happen,
you miss it.
I think you notice it more than, we took a break to.
Well, you saw when we brought it back into worship how enthusiastically people responded to.
Yeah, like, I will fully admit there's an awkwardness to it, just like there's an awkwardness to inviting someone to hold your hand.
But look at the strangers that we had in here last week.
Oh, yeah.
And we had strangers in here last week.
Guests, but sure.
Guests, yes. Guests. All right, but
I mean, we always have at least one
strange.
We have at least one stranger in here every Sunday, so.
He's talking about me now.
What?
I knew it, Donnie. But that just it, is that if we hadn't been able to greet those people with just a hello, if not more than that, but just a hello, what a terrible thing. What a terrible thing.
Well, the thing is that you do your best to greet people on the way in, but some people slip in, some people slip out.
And then you and I get busy with
You
preparing.
can only, hey, if you've got 75, 100 people in a room.
That's one thing I want to talk to you about. On Sunday mornings,
Okay.
I never know where you are.
I'm never in the same spot twice,
I
right?
know that, and I can't.
Ahead of the service, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whether to start church or not.
Church already started, man.
Well, yeah, the minute
church of worship is one thing.
Yeah, worship. Okay.
Even that.
Worship.
The worship service.
I know sometimes I can't find you, and I'm like, well, what if he's not here?
Sunday was a unique service, don't forget.
I'm just saying, that it occurs to, I can see Megan.
Yeah.
And I know that sooner or later, I'm going to be able to look in the reflection of that and catch you maybe.
Well, if you want me to give you a secret right now, or like a little marching order, here's my deal, right? The time's the time, man. It's my job to get in my spot.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Yeah. I would. The last thing I want is everybody holding up going, where's, I mean, hey, if there's an emergency and something happened that I needed to just move on. Just keep going.
Well, I would.
Move forward. Yeah.
I would. I mean,
although I did step out. What did I do? I stepped out for something in the last couple of weeks, and my first thought is, I know that they won't whatever without me. And maybe I was running up late or something like that. I don't know.
But last week,
make it happen.
I did not, and I thought, well, church is starting.
Yep.
And I mean, worship is starting.
That's the way it should be.
I could not place you at all. The last time I saw you were back in the back talking to somebody.
I try to,
and then I didn't see you after that.
I really do try to make an effort to go around, but
so do I.
Especially the early service. It's different the later service.
The early service,
definitely the early service to go around and greet people, say hi to,
kissing babies, shaking hands.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Yeah. I call that work in the room.
Yeah. That makes it sound like it's.
No, I say that with all love and affection.
I know.
I would be terribly upset if I couldn't do that.
I've done that for years. Back in Ohio, I did that. And
me too.
You were in Ohio?
No,
my seminary prayer team. 6 of us would get together every year. Anyway, when we first started doing it, we would get together with at the places where we lived.
You know what? I just had a thought. Not to
hold that thought for a second.
Okay.
Because I'm just
okay. Go.
And one year I hosted, and so they came to Ohio, and they were there for worship, and I did that. And they've actually remarked about that for several years, about that being a particularly poignant image for them in the way
It is an image.
Yeah.
It's an image.
And I never thought much about it. I just thought that's kind of what you do.
You know what? You set an example for somebody to get up and spread, whether it's your joy or your sorrow, whatever you have that day. I wouldn't share a sorrow. I would stay to myself.
Yes.
But I would certainly share a joy, and I would certainly share other people's joys and sorrows. I mean, I want to be like that with these people that I love.
Yeah.
And you have learned to love over these last 8 years.
Thank you. Yeah. You were going to say something, though. You were going to interrupt with.
I was, and it was just. I can't claim mine thought. If this little contraption that we have.
Yeah.
Controlling, doing this right now, had arms, could almost be alive. Could almost name it.
You know what? You broke down the barrier of serious stuff into silly. So I
know. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's probably a good cue then.
Well, what time is it?
47. Oh, I nailed it. 47. 1:47.
Where's your watch that you always wear?
No, I haven't worn a watch in a while now. I've been wearing a watch in a while. The band was trash.
You have both rings on?
So, yeah, nothing.
You were wearing it because it told you what date it was.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, do you need a new watch?
Nope. Need a new watch. Band, totally different conversation. You can't go to, we should really
I got a bunch of watches.
You can't just go to the store anymore and buy a watch band. I was at Target a month ago.
Yeah.
No, don't have them. You want to buy a watch band? You got to buy a brand new watch.
You got to go to a jewelry store.
Or but if you got a $30 watch, you're going to go to a jewelry store.
I'm sure that, I'm sure.
Ordered online.
Well, either that or
everything else.
Buy a $20 Timex and take the. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, is that a good watch that you have?
I don't know. It was a gift.
Oh well.
But I'm sure it wasn't super expensive.
Well, it might have been.
It wasn't a timeless gift that was passed on from one generation to the next. I do have one of those.
Do you?
It is a pocket watch.
How do you?
Oh, I've got a whole Do
you?
Wait for the right time to bring it out.
You have more than one pocket watch?
No, just one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it run?
It does not continue.
What do you mean?
So you can get it to keep time, but you have to keep winding it in regularly. It's not like it should have been, which is you could wind it for every 12 hours or something like that. No. I thought I could once I got it. I thought, oh yeah, it's working and stuff. It's not, unfortunately.
Well, I'm
it's 100 years old. It's pretty cool.
Well, hey, I'm
almost
1,000 years old, so
yeah.
And remember that clock we took out of the back here?
Mm-hmm.
It's now down in your office. Mm-hmm. You thought it was kaput.
Yeah, batteries just.
But
well, this doesn't have batteries. So.
Kent Klink.
Kent Klink, want to play a little music for us today?
Music?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh,
no one's going to twist your arm.
You're just twisting it right now.
This could be like a talk show where we start with music.
Well, I don't. I like I say, the view from the bench.
Yeah, I think we need to have another interview. Is there somebody we'd like to interview? Not like.
It doesn't jump into my mind. No.
All right.
I mean,
we should work on that. If you've got some ideas, you want to see somebody else.
Yeah, or if you want to support this little environment that we have here, just make the checks payable to Kenton Klink. No, I'm sorry. Did I say Kenton Klink?
Yes.
I meant to say Canonsburg United Presbyterian Church.
If you want to support the church, thank you. That's great.
Yeah.
But this is not. That's not what this is.
No, that's not what this is. This is just fun.
Yeah. Well, this is.
No, don't take it off.
Trying to encourage.
I will
keep this. I will keep this on.
Oh,
but I do think it's time.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I did forget to mention that, if you are one of the viewers who sometimes have some issues with audio, it may be best, maybe just wait till we're done being oh, that was awful. Till we're done being live, maybe. So I know that we've had some comments about the audio, but
while we're live. Now, I know that when I've gone back to check it in my life, those don't come through.
Yeah.
Whether it's YouTube or even Facebook.
So it might be a live issue.
Yeah, it might be a live issue.
But our $1 million production facility has not yet been achieved.
No, it hasn't been.
So we're still working on it.
We'll take another grant from God.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need a production facility.
Just
I think
just a phone and a
phone and two
and a
willing
bench.
people, three willing people.
A bench and a phone.
A bench view from the bench.
All right.
I thought that was very profound.
I agree.
I don't know where I mean, it just came up.
Just came to you.
Yeah. Maybe on Christmas that was a gift.
There you go.
Maybe that's what we're supposed to do, is view from the bench. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. This is just something that is.
This is what the view from the bench is. Ready? That's what the view from the bench is.
Okay, with that, because the bench is empty.
I just noticed there's kind of an indentation there.
I don't know whose it would be.
No idea. You can see the light kind of reflect on it.
I see it now.
Yeah, just slightly differently.
My. Now he's gonna contact the size of my rear. Oh, Kathy, help me! Help me, Kathy. Music, eh? All right, music.